Alright guys, so today we're going to test out the DJI Mavic Mini 2 with some drone photography. I always use this drone for more videography, cinematography type stuff, but let's go ahead and see how good it is at taking pictures.
Updated. Please check it out.
So one of the nice features here is you can actually click right here to adjust several things like the ISO and the shutter so you can get the best quality image you're looking for. Now, I'm not really expecting the best images out of the Mavic Mini 2, but they should be pretty good. Alright guys, so here's some of the pictures I took while flying the drone today. This first one, I just wanted to get like an establishing picture to see where we are in the valley here. You can see the nice frozen river. I centered that. Fades off into the background. I chose to not really put much sky. I kind of really like how it came out. If you start pixel peeping here on this picture, you can kind of tell when zooming in, even just a little bit, it loses quality pretty fast. And honestly, for a drone, I really didn't expect much better. When you're zoomed all the way out, the picture looks fine. It's not something I would rate professional quality, but you know, for Instagram or sharing with your friends, definitely up there. Yeah, but when you start zooming in, you can actually see these power line balls here. They don't even look like, you can't even make them out pretty much, which is kind of like an indicator of how low quality this is. And now that might be the lighting for the day. I did shoot this at the evening, so there might not be enough lighting to get good quality. So I'll have to try this at another time to see if you can get better pictures in better lighting. But overall, it looks like the picture quality is probably, I'd rate it like a 6.5 out of 10. And this picture is my favorite picture. It's more of like an establishing shot of the town I live close by. You see the train on the left, the river going down, bridge off in the distance to the town. I really like how this came out. Again, zooming in on these trains, you can really see how low quality it is once you start pixel peeping. And when you try and zoom in on the bridge, you can barely tell there's a town in the background. And now this picture I cropped to zoom in on the train, and you can tell that I lost a lot of quality, especially when you start looking at the lower parts of the train to the left bottom of the screen. The pixels really start to deteriorate and you lose a lot of quality. Again, something I would share with my friends or on Instagram because I really like this picture, but for professional purposes or selling prints, not so much. All right, so I think I got some pretty good shots of the train and the river. Let's go ahead and bring this guy back. Anyways, let me preface this entire thing with saying I got this for videography first and foremost. So in saying that, I didn't really expect the DJI Mavic Mini to do well in photography because I never really looked into it. Sure, I take my average picture here and there, post it on Facebook and Instagram, but that's about it. I really don't think there's a scenario in which I would use this for photography primarily. I think I'd have to look into getting a different kind of drone. But for videography, this little guy, it does the trick. I think just rough estimates from my personal opinion, I'd rate this guy about a 6 out of 10 for photography. It kind of parallels with a couple-year-old phone, if you will, quality-wise, especially when you start pixel peeping. That's where you lose a lot of quality. And also, as far as like printing photos that you get from a drone, I don't think it'd come out that good. Maybe at a later date I'd test that and print some small, medium, large size prints and see how they come out. Now, just to go over some of the technical specs of this drone, it's equipped with a 12.3 megapixel camera. So that's why when you're pixel peeping, you get a lot of quality loss, especially because you're so far away. The lens on it is a 35 millimeter equivalent to a 24 millimeter. It actually has a pretty impressive aperture of f2.8 and its focus range is 1 meter to infinity. Actually, this being 1 meter is kind of ridiculous because I don't ever see myself in a situation where I'm going to be a meter away shooting something. Maybe one day. I can't think of any applications for that, but it's nice. Another cool thing about this little guy is it does shoot raw photos along with JPEG. So you get a little bit more of editing freedom when you're bringing up your photos in Lightroom. The photos you saw here are all JPEGs. I didn't bother shooting in RAW because it kind of went along the lines of, who is this drone marketed to? And more likely than not, people getting the DJI Mavic Mini 2 are entry-level drone pilots, people starting photography, and a lot of those type people don't really shoot in RAW. You don't really need to, because you're not getting much better quality out of RAW in this drone compared to JPEG. You would have a little bit more editing freedom, but that's about it. Now there's several manual controls on this drone that helps get the image you're looking for. You can adjust the ISO, you can adjust the f-stop, and I think you can adjust the shutter speed. I don't really remember that one, but it's decent manual controls for a entry-level cheap drone. Last I checked, you can pick up these guys for around $400. I think used for the Flymore combo is $400. And for what you're getting for that price, it's actually really good. Again, just going over the ratings, 6 out of 10 for photography, 6.5 out of 10 for photography. For videography, 8.5 out of 10. For most applications, for more higher production type shoots, you're gonna wanna upgrade this to the Mavic Cinema or something like that. But for YouTube, most wedding gigs, Sky will get you by. And like I said, one of my favorite things about this drone is it's just so small. Look at that. It fits in your palm, folds down very nicely, and you throw it in your backpack and pretty much take it anywhere. So if you guys have the Mavic Mini 2 or another drone that you have had success taking photos with, please let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to see some of your drone photography shots, regardless of if it's the Mavic Mini 2 or not. Just leave a link down to the image, preferably your Instagram, so I can check it out. I'd love to comment on it. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Right now, my current schedule goal is about 1 video a week, hopefully ramping that up to 2 videos a week once the weather breaks. I can't wait to continue growing this channel, finally hit 100 subscribers. I'm so excited about that. I'll be setting up my custom URL for YouTube soon. Once again, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.